What are the colors that bring that sense of tranquility to your environment? The color you paint the walls of your property, your apartment, your house, that gives that feeling of calm, of peace to your bedroom, to your living room. There are colors that convey this feeling to us, to our environment, especially for the bedroom, where we need to have a suitable place for rest. And the paint, the chosen color, has a big influence. And I want to show you here in this video 5 colors that bring calm to the environment, that bring tranquility, that nice feeling of you saying, wow, I really got it right choosing these colors for my space. That's what we're going to see here now. Hello everyone, how are you? I am Edipo, an architect, and those of you who have been following me for a long time know that I'm one of the specialists when it comes to recommending a beautiful color for you, one that matches your house, your apartment, the facade of your property, a modern, trendy color for you to paint your home. And now I want to show you in this video 5 colors that bring a sense of lightness, peace, and tranquility. For those of you who are searching and researching these colors to paint your house, I'm going to show them to you right now. The first color I want you to see is Lixia. Look at this shade of beige. It's very light, very soft. You might even think it's a very light pink, but it's a really beautiful color. This color Lixia is like this, guys, very soft, really calm. It's ideal for painting the master bedroom, your son's room, or your daughter's room, okay? A living room, the one where you put an armchair, that comfy sofa, your balcony, okay? It's perfect for these spaces. It's a color you can use to paint, for example, all the walls in your space, okay? Because it's a very light color. If you've been following me, you already know that when the color is medium to dark, I don't recommend painting all the walls, right? Just choose one wall and use that color. But this Lixia here is a color you can really use a lot because besides being very light and soft, it gives you that cozy feeling. My second color that I want to show you here is called Bolo de Nozes, okay? It's also a beige shade leaning towards brown, very beautiful as well, super trendy, and it's a color that also brings you a sense of tranquility. This one, Bolo de Nozes, is an ideal color for you to paint your television room, your dining room, or the entrance hall of your apartment, okay? It can even be used for the exterior area of your house. If you're looking for a medium beige tone, a little brownish shade, you know? Very light, really nice for your house's facade. Bolo de Nozes is the perfect choice here, okay? Notice that the shades we're going to see here will always lean towards beige or brown tones and even some gray tones too, which are colors that are really trending this year. But I'll say it again for you, it's good for your facade. Now, pay attention to what I'm going to tell you about this color. We discussed the first lychee, so is it possible to combine lychee with Bolo de Nozes? Yes, you can. For the room, you put lychee on 3 walls and take this Bolo de Nozes here and put it on 1 wall. For example, in the television room, you put Bolo de Nozes on the television wall and lychee on the other 3 walls. In the bedroom, you put lychee on 3 walls and on 1 wall, like the headboard wall, you use Bolo de Nozes, which is also a really beautiful color that gives you that feeling of tranquility. Desert sand, you guys know this color well. Personally, I really like this color a lot. I always recommend it to my clients in projects. This one almost went into the gray tones, but if you look for it in the brown palettes, you'll find it in the beige palettes or even in the grayish palettes, okay? It's kind of a mix, a blended color, let's put it that way. Not that you actually mix the colors, but I mean it goes well with several palettes. You can combine it with a darker shade of blue, you can combine it with a darker shade of gray, or just like with lychee, you can combine desert sand with a darker shade of brown, all right? So it's another color that I consider a wildcard color, one you can paint all the walls of your house with, both inside and even outside. You know that color you never get tired of? That color that will always keep your house looking modern. That's this one, desert sand. Sweet Dream, look how beautiful this color is. It's also very light, very soft, and you can use it to paint the entire interior of your house, all the walls. Sweet Dream is that color that you will... Think with me, okay? Look, I want to put a color on the walls here in my house that will make it... Of course, it has some luxury, it has its own character, but it shouldn't be too much so I can diversify with other materials. In the woodwork, floor, furniture, and so on. If you use a neutral base, you're free to use stronger colors on the floor, on the television panel, on the sofa, right? So you have this option, it gives you this option, okay? Personally, I really like this color too. It's a very beautiful color, very soft, very light. It can also be used to paint all the walls in your master bedroom or single bedroom, okay? To paint the walls, all the walls in your house indoors, can it also be used outdoors? It can also be used, you can use some palette there, a perfect combination for you to use in the outdoor area of your house as well. And finally, the color Ninho, which is also a color, a very light brownish tone. And this color, besides being used inside your house, you can also use it on the facade of your home. This Ninho, I also usually tell my clients, when we open the color palette to define the projects, it's a color that I tell my client, look, don't worry, because this color, besides decorating your house and being a beautiful, trendy color, it won't get in the way when choosing the colors of other materials. It's the same situation as when I talked about Sonio Bomb here for you. You're free. But pay attention, this Ninho is already a little bit stronger. It's already a shade, you know, of a medium brown, let's say. Ideal for your television room. If you want a beautiful color for you who like beige tones, brown tones, gray tones, to paint the room for a television room, I would recommend you use Ninho. Yeah, could you use it in bedrooms? Of course, it looks really great. I would even go as far as to say that you can paint all the walls of your master or single bedroom with this Ninho color here, okay? Because it's a medium shade of this color, okay? You who follow me here know that I always like to work with 3 colors at most, per room, per house facade, and so on. A very light color to be that neutral color, a medium color to have that highlight, and a darker color in the same color palette to create some contrast. Speaking internally, 1 wall per room. Speaking externally, for you to choose a darker color, a fascia, a vertical wall there. And these 5 colors that I brought to you here now are super trendy colors, extremely modern trend colors that we're going to see being used a lot in painting this year. And as I said, you can use them both internally and externally when painting your house. And now I want to make you an invitation, a bonus for you. Look, Edipo, I really like these colors you just showed us here in the video. And for the exterior area, how do you combine them? These colors? For example, I have a house, it's a 2-story house, it's a single-story house. Wow, my facade is really big, it has straight lines. How do I combine these colors? Do I use the darker color on top or on the bottom, in the middle, and so on? Guys, down here in the description of this video, I have my ebook with 10 super modern color combinations. These are colors I have already validated, that I've already used in several projects. I have it here for you, super cheap. You can get it, there are 10 combinations there. I'm sure you'll identify with one of them and choose one of these combinations to paint the exterior of your house. Does it work for the interior as well? Yes, they're really beautiful colors, but I made it with a lot of care specifically for the exterior area of your house. And you can even combine these colors we've just seen here with my ebook that's down below, okay? So I hope this video helps give you more color options for you to paint your house on the inside. And if you want my guidance, my suggestions for painting your outdoor area, my ebook is down below. I would love to see you there watching, getting this ebook so you can choose some beautiful colors for your house's facade. All right? Take care. See you next time.